being in front of you, right?
Right,
And so
exactly.
I think that like behind the dominant story of like what a woman should do and no one brings that upon themselves based on what they wear. Let's be very clear. I don't bring it upon myself to be for my hair to catch on fire if I put synthetic stuff in it. I didn't call fire to happen upon me, right? And so in the same way, a woman doesn't call rape upon herself by what she wears, or quite honestly, if she's had too much to drink. I also know that this is a situation and an atmosphere right now that requires me to be vigilant for myself and to like honor myself and to ensure that the people around me know what my boundaries are. That I'm going to be very clear about what you can and engage with and what you can't, because I honor this being, right? So I think we have to continue to have those conversations with our young folks so they carry their truth and hold and honor their truth, and no matter what situation, make the decisions that will maintain their dignity.
And if you happen to not wear your seatbelt and get thrown from the car and you die, your death should still be honored.
Yes.
Too, like everybody else.
Agreed.
I want to hear your thoughts.
I completely stand by what Carmen just said. Even though I am a youth, even though I am consider myself a youth, I think that we should all come together and kind of hold each other accountable. Like we should actually like talk to each other, because I feel like a lot of youth today, they don't have people to tell them stuff. Like they basically are products of their environment. Like if they see something going on around them, they reflect that. So I think we should actually say something to them, like, give them a message to show them that the way that you see isn't the way that you should do.
Any other questions?
I think another thing, we do know that females are not the only ones that get raped.
Oh, that's clear.
You know, I think that sometimes young men, and first of all, I guess, can we give him an applause?
Yes.
All of you, just to be speaking up, because a lot of times people in my brother's school felt, I feel like sometimes they just look like they're zombies. They ain't combing their hair. But you know what I'm saying? It's very refreshing. So I applaud you. Continue to be that voice and continue to do what you're doing.
Can we have the cast members stand up too from the show?
Continue to converse amongst each other. Like continue to do that. Even if you start your own thing in your school to say, you know what? We do this counseling, but start something for yourself and start the conversation. You know, I really want to encourage you all to do that too. You know, but females are not the only ones that get raped. And a lot of times men have to be men. Like, I can't say this, I can't do this. But females out here are crazy, and they are forcing themselves on guys. So we can't always, we tend to push you all to the side. And we're just the, and they don't matter. That young men and men don't matter. You all have so much put on you. You have to do this. You got to be this. You got to have this type of job. If you have a job, that's great. It doesn't matter if it's at McDonald's. That's your starting point, and then you go higher. You know, never ever let somebody say, you're working. You're working. You're a working African American man. Work.
It's all about the number now.
Exactly. But even I would say if a female is coming on and you're like, I don't even feel like doing that. You need to watch that. Because sometimes females get mad that you don't want to do nothing with them. And they start the whole rape thing. We can't ignore that as well. You know what I mean? We can't ignore that a lot of times people are saying they're raped in their mind. Females can be very, not all, but even in this world that we're in. You know, I see it all the time. You went on her, I'm like, oh, we can be very sneaky. You're married. So you know what I mean? And it's the truth.
A woman's voice holds 10 times more weight than a man's voice. So it's just, I worked in corrections and I went to juvenile side as well. The favoritism is equal for adolescents to women. So if a woman agrees, the next day, he's but you know what? I'm gonna get him. We see athletes all the time. He raped me. Damn. The courts and everybody's gonna just, she's in favor. It's not about with the male. It's just same thing of how like adolescents, their word is more. And it's really unfair, like it's almost a real double standard against males, black males, definitely, because it's hard, it's really hard. You battle with the temptation, you battle with ego as well, and then you battle with society for perception of the products of your environment and what's around. So you want to stay humble and you hold your ground, but you still will lose the battle when the word he say, she say, to a woman saying, you know what, no, I'm gonna go ahead and pull his card. He did this. If there's no evidence, you're gonna lean towards her. And that's how society and how the court systems are, that's how it works. It's not like you really can contest too much. You have to have a lot of probable cause, a lot of attorneys, a lot of other stuff, just to hold your ground firm to what you stand for and what you say. All the woman has to say is, say it's more than. I mean, it's pretty unfortunate that that's what people
Let me introduce myself. I'm Levin Shadi, and I'm an international fellow from Sierra Leone. And I think, Levin Shadi, an international fellow from Sierra Leone. I just want to give my perspective on the kind of story, because in my country, I'm an activist working to protect the rights of women and children, and my work has been focused on domestic violence. And I think domestic violence in its entirety has a lot of other issues to deal with, like the issue of rape and other things are very important. But this topic we are discussing, I want us to really look at how it is important to society and how lots of people around the world have been going through a lot of maybe situation where they have been losing their lives. You can't imagine in Sierra Leone, the issue of rape, maybe in the United States you're looking at maybe 15 years, 16, 17 years. In 2015 in Sierra Leone, a kid, just 6 or 7 years, was raped by a man of God. And you start like thinking, what will be her future? In Sierra Leone, there is this thing they call the FGM, where young girls are forced into secret society, and to those societies, when they are coming up, they are being forced to go into relationship and marriage at a very early age. So you begin to think, what will be the future? We are talking of consent, but in the communities I'm coming from, there is nothing like consent. And the stories, like we said, the dominant story, it is very common. It is all over that yes, women should be this, they should be behind, they should get married at this age. But now I think there is a fight for everybody. It should not be limited to this room. It should be limited out of this room. Let's go out and spread it. The only way we can make society a better place is to empower women. I'm telling you, when we empower women, then the change starts from the home and it begins to affect the entire society. So I thank you all for
And that just shows how global it is.
But I think there's also something interesting. Right, we're pretty much young girls who are being put into society. So when it gets to outside the United States, I know that a lot of cultures value different things. Africa, so the states are very male-dominated country. So women can't even own land or own a house. So it gets inherited to the son, and it gets passed down that way. So it's very difficult to try. I mean, it is a problem, but it's very difficult to try to really get to the root of that problem outside. Now, bringing it back to the United States, you guys know what the number one underrated crime is in college campuses?
Date rape.
All right. So basically, 1 in every 2 women are raped on college campuses for some, and others are 1 in every 5. So a lot of that goes underrated because a lot of times you don't know the story. Basically, you're in college, you're ranked, you're doing all these things, a lot of different excuses as to why women are raped. Once she tells the story, are they going to listen to it? Are they going to believe her story? Are they going to believe that she didn't purposely put herself in that situation just because she was talking to the dude last week, she can't get raped next week because she doesn't want it? So I think what I'm going to say is the way that we combat the problem, to your question, is right now, what we're doing right now, this is amazing. What is being done right now is amazing. The way we started is by having this conversation and starting young and educating everyone on what to do And important to speak up. We don't speak up at all. We get so shunned into, especially women, when you get raped. Like, you don't want, you know, how everyone's gonna see you, or if you go to the police and how your reputation is gonna get messed up, and all sorts of things, and just the way you're gonna be looked upon with your peers. So all those things kind of like hinder women or even men to even speak up about it. So I think it's encouraging us to all have a voice starting now, and just being very vocal about it, and just, you know, continuing to encourage everybody.
And to piggyback off her, you gotta like state it like back in the home, because not for most issues we tackle these when it's too late, when it's finally happening to your own. We don't have these conversations when we're supposed to. Like when we're teaching our kids about sex, we let them know all facets of it, what the do's, what the don'ts, body language, what's that. We only give them the centerfold and half the story, and then our kid ain't gonna do that. Then when it hits home, it's too late. So we like really enforce this and have stuff like this early on before they can know what to expect. You know, what areas to go into.
And just one more
I
thing
wanted
to
to
piggyback. Real quick, I'm sorry, real quick. One more thing to piggyback. A lot of times when you are raped, it's not by a stranger either. It's by someone that you know. So it could be your friend, your family, you know, anyone. So I also want to just add to make sure you're not afraid to speak, even if it's a family member or somebody close to you.
I want to say